Why did they why did they why did they put plastic over the styrofoam? That's that's kind of cool. Could I make a DIY out of that? What would you do with it? Stop.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Danny Rearranged YouTube channel. Welcome if you are new. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Today's video is a huge room transformation. We are making over my son's room. I am making over all of the bedrooms in the house, but we're starting with my son's room first. So let's get into it.
No, what are you doing? Oh, wait, what? Stop. Why have I never thought to put you in the cabinet or the shelf, whatever. It was a cabinet, then I made it into a shelf. You're sitting in a shelf. I can't find my tripod. Ow. You don't know what to do you, Danielle? I don't. I'm flustered. Do I know what I'm doing today? Oh goodness, no. When do I ever? It's always a fun surprise with me. I'm making over all of the bedrooms. So I'm first going to start making over the kids' bedrooms. And then I got some paintbrushes, and this is the paint that I got for the furniture in Lucas's room. This is Rust-Oleum milk paint finish for decor and furniture. It is in the color Eclipse, which I'm really excited about because I didn't want to do black. I didn't want to do charcoal. I needed something a little bit darker than charcoal, but not like a flat black. So this looks really cool. I'm excited to use this. Then, now I love my citrus strip paint remover. I use citrus strip paint remover all of the time, but I decided to try something else. So this is because I'm doing some DIY projects that require paint stripper. So I don't need the paint stripper for Lucas's room for the makeover, but I do need it for hopefully some upcoming YouTube shorts that I'm doing. So I got this. It's called Ready Strip, and it's a safer paint and varnish remover. So this is in this yellow box here. This is the reason why I like getting these types of paint strippers. So the citrus strip is the same way. There isn't any harsh fumes with the citrus strip. Like, I can barely smell the citrus strip, and that's because a lot of times I'm doing these makeovers and DIY projects inside, because currently it is a glorious, gorgeous -15 degrees out right now. That's freaking cold. It's cold. So a lot of times if I'm doing DIY projects, I'm removing, paint and stuff like that. I don't want harsh fumes or chemicals and stuff like that. So I use, and it does take a little bit longer for the paint to remove, but I don't care. It's worth it. I prefer to go that route. So I've never tried that paint remover before, so I'm gonna try that. And then I got a scraper. Spackle. I forgot spackle. I know how to spackle. I say that every makeover. I'm very proud of my spackling abilities. That's a mouthful. Say that fast. Spackling abilities. Spackling abilities. Well, now I can say it. So anywho, I'm stalling. Procrastinating. I am. Because I don't know what to do. Let's just go. Just start. Huh. Okay.
My original intro to today's video was like 10 minutes long because I had to condense the intro. I had to like really take out a lot in the original intro and really condense it because I went on, true story, I went on for about a good 5 minutes talking about how I really like the word flabbergasted and flustered. Flabbergasted and flustered. I really do like those words. I don't know why. They're just fun to say, but why? Why? What was the need for that? So I took it out. You're welcome. Oh, it was just like, why? I was editing today's video. I'm going through like days worth of footage because this took days. I don't even know how many days it took to finish. But I'm going through it and I'm thinking, what are you doing? Why are you talking about flabbergasted and flustered? For what reason? And it's because you can tell when I'm frustrated or scattered or I don't know what I'm doing because I'll start talking about random things or nonsense. But anyway, so much to get into today's video. Yes, this is a look of what? Why? Gross. Ew. I had no idea. I had how? Did it? I don't understand how. I still don't understand how. Like how? How does it get this bad? If you have not checked underneath behind big pieces of furniture like your couch, your dresser, your TV stand, this is your reminder. This was awful. I could not believe it. I was like, whoa. So, yep, got that all cleaned up. Um, I looking at this carpet right here, the carpet looks so nice. It looks so nice. And honestly, when I first got this carpet, I thought it was gray. When I picked out this carpet, we only have carpet in the bedrooms. And when we moved into the house, we got all new flooring on the upper level except in the kitchen and the bathrooms. And there was actually originally carpet when we moved in. Right when we moved in, we ripped it all out because I didn't want carpet. And honestly, I didn't want carpet in the bedrooms. I really didn't. But Ian wanted carpet in the bedrooms. And I was like, all right, fine, that's fine. We've always had carpet in the bedrooms. Carpet's pretty it's pretty common to have carpet in houses, especially in Minnesota. And I don't think I've ever been in a house where there wasn't carpet in the house, somewhere in the house. I've actually, no joke, have seen houses that have carpet in the kitchen and the bathroom. Yes, true story, not kidding. So carpet is not, it's been a while since I've seen anything like that, but carpets it's a big thing, especially, I think in the Midwest, but for sure in Minnesota, like, so it gets cold. It apparently keeps the rooms warm. I don't know how, I don't know. But anyway, he wanted carpet in the bedrooms. I wish I wouldn't have done it. I wish that I would have just put hardwood flooring through the entire upper level. So one of these days, I'm going to rip out the carpet, all of the carpet in the bedrooms, because it needs to go. We clean the carpet at least twice a year, but there's stains on the carpet there's stains on the carpet throughout all of the bedrooms that they're not coming out. They're there forever. So I ended up putting a rug in this room. You'll see that at the end of today's video. I'm going to talk more about that later in today's video. Oh, I wanted to talk about the bookshelf. I'll get to it in a little. It's me. I don't know. Anywho, it's the next day. I do have. Yep. Something new. Hormonal? Maybe. Stress? Probably. It's a guess. It's a surprise. Anywho, it is the next day. This looks amazing. I absolutely love. I take the ear pods out and I'm still screaming. Sorry. I absolutely love this color eclipse. This is gorgeous. So it's not a matte black. It's not charcoal. It's like a mix of the two. It's beautiful. It's perfect. I love it. It looks so good. So I got all the glue off. The only problem is that when I took, and if you wanted to see how I DIY'd this before I started painting it, like when it looked good, I had these wood rounds. I did a DIY on this bookshelf a long time ago because I was gonna make the mudroom my office. It didn't happen. It's not gonna happen. It just isn't gonna work. It kept falling apart. That plan kept falling apart. But I was gonna put this bookshelf in there. And originally it was in my living room. I moved it to the mudroom. I did a DIY with it. It turned out pretty cool. But it fell apart, so it was kind of a fail. I think it would have lasted had it not been out in the mudroom. The mudroom doesn't have any air
There's no ventilation in there. It's basically a garage. It's like an extension of the garage. So this mud room was sitting out in basically the elements, and that does a lot of wear and tear to furniture. Had this been inside, the wood rounds probably would have lasted on this bookshelf and it would have been fine. But I had all of these wood rounds on here and it looked really, really cool, but they started falling off because they were in the mudroom. So I wanted to bring the bookshelf back in here because I'm going to use this bottom part here to store Lucas's clothes. So most of Lucas's clothes are hanging up in the closet, like like a bulk of his clothes, like his jeans, his pants, his sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, jackets, stuff like that. Basically what was in this TV stand was some t-shirts, his shorts, maybe a couple of long sleeve shirts, stuff like that. But he doesn't, the thing is because most of it's hung up, I don't really need all of that space. So, I mean, even in Zoe's room, I got that big dresser. You know, the bottom drawer isn't being used. It's just, she hangs up a lot of her clothes. The only one that uses a dresser in this house is Ian and I, because we don't have a closet. But, I think that this bottom part here would be perfect to store clothes because I have a shelf that goes in here. So here's the deal, and I know I've said this before 1,000 times before. I've said that I would never paint over wood again because most all of the wood that I've painted in the past, I have stripped, sanded, and stained. And because I've done it so many times, I'm like, no, I will never paint wood again. All right, I'm gonna break that rule because I have an exception. Because I don't have any other purpose for this, and I would, other than it being in this room, I want it to match the bookshelf. I think I am gonna paint it in this color Eclipse. I wanted to show you this last night, but I knew you weren't gonna be able to see it, and I really want you to be able to see it. So, this has one coat of that Eclipse on it. I don't know how well you can see this. So it does a really good job with, and now Grant, the color behind it was a matte black. So this is gonna go on, it's the second coat can be a really light second coat. But this is what the cabinet originally looked like. So it was like this, mahogany, cherry, maybe type color. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not exactly sure what color the original color was. But that's what it is. This is what it looked like. The original shelf looked like. And then this is what the shelf looked like before I started painting it. Oh, it's gonna be kind of hard to show you here, but you can see the difference here. So this is the Eclipse. This is what was there before. And then this was the original. So this, you know, you got original, what I did to it about a year ago, and then the Eclipse. And I really do like this Eclipse, and I think it lightens it up a little bit too. And it's more matte. I feel like this is a more matte finish, where this still looks glossy. Did I use a matte? I swear I thought I used a matte black paint. Maybe I didn't. I swear I thought I did, but regardless, this is the Eclipse. I think it's gonna look really, really good. So yeah, I'm gonna finish painting this, and we're gonna get it done.
I am the type of person that scares easily. Did that make sense? I'm jumpy. And Ian's been traveling a lot for work. I wasn't expecting him home at this time, and he scared the crap out of me. So I just wanted to give you a warning that I am going to scream in just a second here. I did turn down the audio, but I still wanted to warn you. It's right here.
Ah! Oh my God! What the? Why?
Well,
Oh my God! Why do you do attack mode, Ian. Like I could do some serious damage from that distance with a spray bottle.
Yep, that happens weekly. Sometimes every other day. So I usually have my ear pods in, and I mean, it's not his fault. It's not his fault that, I'm jumpy. And I mean, what is he supposed to do? I don't know what he's supposed to do. Like, come in with neon colors, like in a bright orange jumpsuit or something, and like flag me down, or I don't know. Like, I don't know what he's supposed to do in order to not scare me. I think it's just something that we just both have to live with. But yes, he's been traveling a lot for work. Ian does a lot of he does like restoration, construction type work. Where it is required for him to travel. He travels through North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin. I mean, kind of all over the place, all through Minnesota. Yeah, so he works a lot, and he's on call, and he always has, but he's out. He that man has such an amazing work ethic. I don't even remember the last time he's missed a day of work. And sometimes he works 7 days a week. And he's he's an amazing provider. He's a amazing husband and father and provider. And I appreciate him so much. And I feel bad that when he comes home, I scream at him. I don't mean to, I swear. I feel I can't help it. I'm such a jumpy person. But anyway, so I wanted to talk about briefly, I should go through my notes really quick. I wanted to talk briefly about the bookshelf. That bookshelf, I will link the video in the description box below. I'll link the
I'm going to
video
do a little
where
bit
I
more work in
DIY'd it
here.
about a year ago.
TV
And
stand
am
is
I-
done.
did
The
I run out of
dresser is
time
done.
again?
I ordered what I'm going to put at the bottom here off of Amazon. So we were going to do, is it wainscoting or wainscoting? I don't know which one, but we were going to do that, and we were going to put it probably about from down there to about right there, all the way around the room, right? Kind of like this. I'll show you Zoe's room. We were going to do this. So this is all through Zoe's room. I think I'm pretty sure Ian and my dad got this from Home Depot. They got it from Home Depot. And it was pretty inexpensive. We got this a couple years back when we moved into the house because what was here before was awful. If I have pictures, I'll show you. It was basically like particle board that was on there. But anyway, I was going to get this for Lucas's room. And I was going to paint it either a navy blue, like a navy blue or charcoal. But we were looking online and Lucas wanted something else. So, oops, I rubbed off all of my makeup. I'm so tired. Anyway, so he decided he wanted to do like a brick, a faux brick. That's what he wanted. So it's a black brick, and this black brick is so cool. I really hope that this turns out okay, because I've never used this before. It's like panels. I'll screenshot it right now. I'll show you. It was pretty decently priced. I got 30 of them, plus I ordered an additional 20 panels. I think there's like 16 by 12 by 16 inch panel, something like that. But that's what he wanted, so it's his room. I thought the wainscoting or wainscoting that's what I would have done, but that's not what he wants. So we're gonna do that. We have the charcoal furniture, and then we have the black brick that is going to be as far up as you've seen the wainscoting in Zoe's room. That's how far up we're gonna do the faux brick on the wall in here. So most of the wall is gonna be paint. So I'm okay with having these dark accents in here. I just don't want it to be, like, I still want it to be like light. So even though this is pretty much like a white paint, I want to brighten it up even more. So I'm using what I used throughout the entire house. I'll show you what this is. So the whole house, or all of the rooms that I've made over so far, have accent walls in the color Eden. It's a Joanna Gaines. It's a Magnolia Homes by Joanna Gaines paint, interior paint, matte finish in the color Eden. It's a gorgeous color. I love that green. It's my absolute favorite green ever. But those are all the accent walls. And then the rest of the walls in the house, all of the other walls that are white in the house, are in the color Frost by Behr. And I got that at Home Depot, that paint. Well, I have leftover paint in the color Frost, and it's this really bright white that I love. So I'm gonna see if you can see the difference between what this is to the Frost. It's not a huge difference, but the Frost definitely brightens it up. It's definitely a brighter white. I'm gonna start painting the walls in that color.
Sorry, I had to cut myself off in the last voiceover because I didn't give myself enough time. I don't ever give myself enough time to talk about anything fully because I talk too much. Anyway, um so yeah, the video where I DIY'd that bookshelf about a year ago, I will link that in the description box below. I just recently moved that bookshelf into Lucas's room because I just recently decluttered the mudroom. So that bookshelf was in the mudroom. The wood rounds that were on the side of the bookshelf, which at one point in time looked really cool, they all fell off because they've been sitting in because that bookshelf was sitting in the mudroom. Um, I brought the bookshelf into Lucas's room and I knew I was gonna DIY it again soon. So I knew it wasn't gonna look like that forever because I knew at that time I was gonna make over all of the bedrooms. Um, but I thought that the bookshelf would look really nice in there. So it's only been in there for a little bit. But anyway, we're gonna move on from the bookshelf. And then the TV stand, I'll talk about the TV stand a little bit. There's kind of a little bit of a not really a long story, but I'll make it short, I promise. I know I don't ever make anything short, but I promise I'll make the TV stand short. Because there is a little bit of a backstory. Also, I'm looking at a YouTube video. I was watching a YouTube video and painting at the same time. My ear pods died, so I just I just had the computer going. But anyway, you can see the difference here with the paint. So, that frost is such a bright white. And looking at the original paint in this room, I thought this was a bright white. It wasn't compared to the frost. So it actually is more of the original paint in here was more of a cream color. So I wanted to use that frost in here for the same reason I wanted to use the frost in the rest of the house. That color Eden, which is my accent walls throughout the all of the rooms I've made over so far. That's a darker green. So I needed a bright white to go with that. It's the same within here. We're gonna have a lot of mostly charcoal kind of color. So I wanted to use a really bright white to hopefully complement the charcoal, dark gray, matte black in the room. So I hope I accomplished that. But I did put one coat of the frost on the wall because again the original paint was it was a white color, it was a cream color. So the frost, I just really honestly needed one coat, which thank goodness because I didn't want to buy another gallon of paint. I would have had to have bought another gallon of paint had I did a second coat. So I was glad that I only needed one because I'm trying to do all of these bedrooms on a budget. If I haven't mentioned that earlier, this bedroom makeover, all of the bedroom makeovers are on a budget. And it took me a while to save up for all of this stuff too. Like a lot of this stuff was purchased ahead of time. Like I've been kind of, buying things here and there over a long period of time. So I'm doing the same thing with, Zoe's room and my room, over a period of time. I'm just kind of accumulating stuff. And I did that with Lucas's room as well. So this has been a process to get here to do these bedroom makeovers. But
Okay.
anyway, I'll be back again. Hold
Uh, okay. Yeah, I can do this. It's the bed frame. Okay. It's the bed frame. I got a really simple. Shh. Stop talking. Which way do I flip it? I just told myself to shut up. Does it matter? Okay, so I got a bed frame. It's really simple bed frame. Like, it's a really simple one. Come on. Oh, no. What are you doing? Oh, what? Stop. Oh, what am I doing? Is it breaking? Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm going to try to put this together if I haven't broken it. Well, I definitely broke the box. I snapped the box right in half. So there's that. Yep. Yep. I'm going to snap that baby right up. There we go. Come on. Good gravy. What the? Just there. Get there. I got this off of Amazon because I usually get everything off of Amazon because it's easy. It just is. I use Amazon a lot. If you haven't, you've probably noticed. But why did they put plastic over the styrofoam? That's kind of cool. Could I make a DIY out of this? Why is it like that? That looks kind of cool. Why did they do that? I don't like that one, but it's like they put plastic over the styrofoam. What would you do with it? Stop. It's so weird. Okay, so this is gonna take a hot minute. Okay. Let's get the directions. So, oh, I don't even need the directions. It looks simple. No, it doesn't. Okay. Oh man, I hate putting things together. I'm not a puzzle person. Oh, my battery's gonna die. Okay, I'm gonna get started on this because this may take a minute. What is, oh, please, please, please look good. Please, 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 please be good. I beg of you. Please, please, oh, please. It's a box within a box because Amazon knows how much I love boxes. There they are. Okay. Let's take a look here. I can only hope. We can only hope. Because, you know, sometimes things look wildly different online than they do, like, in person. So... oh my gosh, come on. Well, that's a sturdy tape. Okay, so that's not what I thought it was going to be.
Before I forget, because I will forget, I just wanted to really quickly go through how many coats of paint I used on everything in the room. So again, the wall got 1 coat of paint in the color Frost, which is by Behr. And then the bookshelf and the TV stand got 2 coats of paint, which is that Rust-Oleum paint in the color Eclipse. So both pieces of furniture got 2 coats of paint. And then with this brick, this faux brick, we did paint the faux brick. When we seen this online, which by the way, my son picked out everything. He made the final decision on everything in the room. And he really loved this brick. Like I had stated earlier, he loved the design of it. But we both thought that a matte finish would look a lot better than that shiny, glossy look. So I knew that I was going to paint this. I was more than positive I was going to paint this faux brick. The thing is I was going to paint it in a matte black. I was going to pick up some matte black paint. But I ended up ruining the first sheet that I put on the wall, which I'll talk about in a little bit, which is important to talk about.
I never wanna hear you say I want it that way.
That's right. 'Cause I want it
That way. Hit me, baby, one more time.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh, the Instacart's texting again. I want it that way.
Tell me why.
Tell me why I want it that way.
Sing it, Zoe.
I don't want to hear you say
I that way.
I never want to hear you say
I want it that way.
hit me, baby, one more time.
Oh, baby, baby. I don't know how well you're going to see this at night. I'll show you this again in the morning. Again, I don't want to show you too much, but I do want to show you the difference here. I started painting the brick, and you can see the difference. Where this has that matte paint, the Eclipse paint on it, and this side doesn't. So you can see how glossy that looks over there. It's got that shine, that gloss. And then over here, it's this matte paint. This matte paint completely transforms the brick. It completely transforms it. It makes it look so much better. So much better, in my opinion. So I'm really loving how that brick is turning out. So anyway, I'll show you again the difference in the morning, but I think you can see it pretty good here. It's just, it looks so much better. I was nervous for a while there with this faux brick. I honestly thought maybe the paint wouldn't even, really get this to where I want it to be. And it looks it looks fantastic. It looks so cool. So I'm excited to finish it. So if you're using this stuff, and you want to kind of give it a little bit more of a high-end, more realistic look, paint it with a very matte paint, a matte finish, like a matte paint. Trying to get a good, might have to wait until tomorrow morning. That is just such a huge difference. I cannot get over how big of a difference there we go, that paint is. Look at that. So pretty. It's so pretty. It's such a huge difference. I can't get over that. Just paint. What paint can do.
Sorry, I kept showing you the brick wall, the difference between the brick painted and the brick not painted, just because I was so in awe of it. I kind of showed you it for a lengthy period of time. I just thought it was so cool. I could not believe what a difference that paint made. So what ended up happening was, when I first got this faux brick, the first sheet that I put on the wall, I messed up. So, which was actually a good thing because it made me realize that this faux brick is staying on this wall for a really long time. So, if you're going to buy this, if you're going to use this, I would not recommend using this for a temporary thing. This is something that is definitely going to be on this wall for a long period of time because when I went to take that first piece off the wall, pretty much the entire backing of it stuck to the wall. It did not come off like I thought it was gonna come off, like peel off. It once I pressed on it, like I pushed on it to put it in place, like not lightly put it on, I mean, I like pushed on it and I realized I messed up and I took it off. That backing stuck to the back of the wall. It's on there pretty good. So, anyway, I took that first piece since it was ruined and I put the Eclipse paint on it and I loved it. It looks so cool because originally what I was going to do was I was going to buy a matte black paint to put on the brick. But I had enough of that Eclipse paint to do a coat, one coat, that's all it needed on all of the brick and it looked fantastic. I could not believe the difference. So because I knew that this stuff is gonna stay on the wall, it's gonna get stuck there pretty good. I wanted to take my time on this. I took my time with, around the outlets, around the vents, painting it. I really took my time on this brick wall to make sure it looked really, really good. So the only thing I wish I would have done is added trim to the top of it, and I think Ian's gonna do that. I think one of these days we didn't get to it in today's video, but I think adding trim to the top of the brick would really make it look fantastic. I also didn't do this side of the wall. I didn't put brick on this side of the wall because of the guitars. Um, and also because I wanted to use the guitars as decor, also because of the door and the TV stand. I just didn't think you would be able to really see it. So I'm wondering if I shouldn't have
Of
done that. If I
course,
should have put the
I
faux brick on
lost
this wall
the
too. Something I may change in the
directions
near future.
to look at these stains. I gotta try to pull some of this up. Of course, I lost the directions to the rest of to the bed frame. I was halfway done. So I was halfway done, and now I'm just looking at the picture online, hoping for the best. So I'm hoping this is right. I don't know where the directions are. Why? Okay, come on. There we go. So, I'm hoping for the best. So, pretty sure, I mean, it looks pretty self-explanatory. So, I'm assuming that this is right. Like I said, it looks pretty self-explanatory. Yeah. But it's me, Wait, which way am I going? No, this way. Yeah, I gotta go that way. So I almost have everything done. I'm getting the bed ready to go. I'm gonna try to clean the carpet a little bit before I get the box spring and mattress on here. I'm also going to deep clean the room. I'm going to deep clean the bedroom. So I'm going to do like a massive deep clean. I'm going to wash the windows, the blinds, the baseboards, the closet. So I'm going to vacuum. I'm going to do a little bit of deep cleaning on some of these awful stains. Again, this carpet is going. Eventually this carpet is going to go. And then we're going to have the, what day are we on? Oh, don't look at it. It's cool, but it's a surprise. It's a surprise. Don't look at what's on the wall. It's a surprise. Okay, so what day are we on? I don't know what day are we on? Are we on day 5? I don't know. This room was hard for me to do because it was just difficult for me to be creative. So anyway, I'm going to deep clean the room. And I'm going to do that off camera. I'm going to just double check that I have everything done. And once I'm done deep cleaning, we're going to do the fun part. We're going to do some decorating. I'm going to show you some new things that I got for the room. Not a ton, but the stuff that I did get, it's pretty cool. So yeah, we're almost done. Are we on day 5 or 6? I don't know.
we are at the end of today's video, and I'm going to go through all of the things that I wasn't able to get to earlier in today's video. So I'm going to go through my notes. The first thing I'm going to talk about is that TV stand, because I've only been talking about it periodically throughout the entire video. That TV stand has been acting as a dresser and a TV stand since we moved into the house. That TV stand was originally going to go downstairs. We could not get it downstairs. It's so heavy. And the only other place that I could think to put it was in this room. At one point in time, this was actually Zoe's room, and my son and my daughter, they decided that they wanted to switch rooms. They decided that together, which I was like, okay, I don't care. Whatever you want to do. So my son, I don't know how long ago, moved into this room. That dresser just stayed there. The TV stand just stayed there. It really has worked well as both. I was debating on taking Ian and I's dresser out of our room and putting it in Lucas's room, but I think that dresser would have been too small. So honestly, I like it. I think it looks so cool painted. I think it looks great. And it's not going to be used as a dresser anymore. The bookshelf works amazing, amazing, because it's got that shelf in there as a dresser. I don't think I showed that. I will. Oh man, did I forget? I'll have to show that in a future video, which is fine because I'm gonna do a whole house, like, uh, rearrange, organize, restock. I mean, everything. I'm gonna be doing that in the near future, so I'll show that. But it works great. So, anywho, where was I going with this? So the TV stand is staying there. And I really love how it turned out. I took my time on that TV stand too. I painted like I took a lot of time on that TV stand with the detail, and it looks awesome. By the way, I got new knobs for the TV stand, the bookshelf, and the closet, which I didn't do anything to the closet other than change out the knobs. But I wanted to mention the shelves really quickly. Those shelves that I hung up on the wall, those were originally in the main hallway. I honestly didn't use it for anything. Like those shelves really stayed bare a lot of the times. I didn't like it in my main hallway, so I'm using it in Lucas's room. I think the shelves look amazing in his room. Looks way better in his room. And then this is some of the stuff that I periodically purchased over time, like the sheets, the pillowcase covers, these bookends, which I love. These chess piece bookends are so cool. I want one. Like I love it. Lucas has been playing chess. It's like his new favorite game. I've been teaching him how to play chess. I got him his first chess board for Christmas. He's been obsessed ever since, and he picked those out, and he picked all of this out. He made the final decision on everything. I think he did a fantastic job making over his room. I mean, the credit all goes to Lucas. He did this. I mean, I put it together, but he picked everything out, and I love it. Like I love these sheets. I love the pillowcase covers that I got for his throw pillows. All of this looks it all turned out so good. So he got new bedding, new throw pillowcase covers, new pieces of decor like the chess pieces. There was also a Vikings vintage football that didn't get here until after I filmed the video. You'll see it. I took pictures of it, but it was so late getting here. Um, it all turned out really, really, really good. The one thing that he didn't want was a headboard. By the way, this is the before pictures. I wanted to give a really good before because I'm going to show you the after. This is going to be a huge transformation. It just turned out so good. The after, I'm going to show you pictures and footage because I feel like sometimes when you look at pictures, it's a little easier to see. So you're going to see all of that right now. It turned out so cool. The guitars are my favorite. He already had these guitars. I just got the wall, guitar holders. And I wanted to use it as a piece of decor. I think it's just so cool. So I really love how everything turned out. The only thing I did ask him about was a headboard. He didn't want a headboard. He doesn't like headboards. So I was like, all right, if you don't want it, it's your room. Do what you want. So we didn't get a headboard. But the frame is from Amazon. Again, I'll link everything in the description box. Love the frame. The office picture, I've had that for a long time. I was so glad to use it. My son loves it. I framed it. It perfect. One of my favorite pieces. in the whole room is that office poster. I was surprised that Lucas didn't want a theme. But I'm not surprised because he's a preteen and he wanted something more teen, more adult. And it's bittersweet. I was a little sad that he didn't want a themed room, but I get it. He's, growing up. So he wanted a more modern, minimal look. He wanted a minimal look. And I think we achieved that. So that is it for today's video, everyone. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here with me. I apologize if I missed anything. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that I was supposed to go over that I didn't. I always say that at the end of every video, but I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for being here with me. I appreciate you so much, and we will talk to you on the next one. Bye, everyone.